Here for the 33rd Hope Hack in Coventry, and it's focusing on reimagining policing and what fairer policing looks like in this country. So we've got young people, we've got stakeholders from the different violence reduction units, police, the College of Policing, the National Police Race Action Plan as well. So yeah, we're here to talk about some solutions to the root causes that we see.
It's important for young people's voices to be taken into account because a lot of the time they're the ones that are affected by issues in the community, especially violence. There's a quite high percentage of young people that say that violence affects their day-to-day, every single day. So we need to really figure out how we can keep them safe, make sure that they can trust police. But trust is a two-way street. So for young people to trust police, the police also need to trust young people.
We should always be trying really hard to understand young people. We should always be looking to gain trust and to work with children and young people. I think it's imperative for any police force, not just in Coventry. And today I think is a real commitment. It shows the enthusiasm, it shows the energy that we've got amongst our young communities, and we want to be there to work with them. So I see this as being something which we can now build on.
Our history is rooted within the community. You know, we don't stop being community members when we put a uniform on, when we come into policing. We're there to represent our communities the best we can. So for us to be able to empower the youth of tomorrow to come in, to say what they think their experiences are and how a reimagined police service can look is really powerful.
A lot of the people there today who are used to being defined by society, by the systems and the structures that say because you're this, because you were born here, because you look like this, because you're a woman, because you're a wheelchair user, you have to behave a certain way. And we flipped that on its head, and that's what radical imagination is all about. And I want them to use that imagination in the workshops to reimagine policing, to reimagine society.
How they can make their futures a lot more owned by them, and that's why Hope Hack talks about the future, talks about how can you reimagine policing, how can you reimagine all sorts of systems and structures that exclude them or criminalise them or devalue them.
Having that opportunity to actually have some solutions, and this is what I'm here for, this is what I enjoy. Why? Because it's now we are making change, not just talking, not just complaining about issues and not moving forward, but actually proposing solutions to bring up to people in places of power so that when they implement it, we actually see the change we want.
And for us to develop the next leaders of tomorrow, we need to inspire the leaders of today. And this is just the first step in what I hope is a multi-stage development program for these young people.
Although there are a lot of issues that young people are facing, there's a lot of hope in that room. You know, young people are not in there, they're not angry, they're all there with a lot of aspirations and a lot of positivity for change and hope for the future.
For me, the impact is really building a blueprint which young people say this is what we want. There are a number of areas that policing tends to kind of come to young people, tell them what we think. Today is all about an absolute clean slate that they can come forward. So for me, the big thing is getting their thoughts down, making sure that we as a National Black Police Association then put that in front of people that actually have the power to change things and to respond to this, because we have been to many different events where young people's views and perspectives are sought. But what we need to see right now is change. We need to see a reforming of the police service in its current form.
I want to know what the key issues are, where we can put our energy and time to properly tackle those topics, those key areas for our young adults and for our children. And also I want to start that ability to be able to have a two-way conversation. I think that trust that you spoke about, it comes when we have understanding. So our perspective, what we're there for as the police, what we're there for when we work across the partners. In the city of Coventry, we are committed to being a child-friendly city. And so I think as you talk about how we build on this, it's by explaining what we're doing, where, and then equally to allow for children and young adults to talk to us about what concerns them the most.
I just hope our discussions, some of this gets fed back to them. I hope they can see the mood that us as a nation, we're just tired of what's going on. We just want to feel safe when we leave our house. We don't want to have to be struggling paycheck to paycheck. So I just hope they can sense that we need change and they act on that.